Hello and welcome to my quarantine kitchen. This afternoon I'd like to show you something a bit different. I want to show you how to cut up culls. It's a fresh chicken. It was usually cooked in our homes on a Saturday because I think most moms have lots of time. This takes a bit of time on the stove. So let me show you how to do that today. So this is a cull which I have purchased from Food Lovers Market. It's already in a pack. So all you're going to need is a good chopping board and a very sharp knife. Now most of the chicken that you buy would come in a pack, not like in the olden days where you had to buy a chicken that is alive with the feathers. This one has been portioned already. So we've got the thigh and drumstick, the back piece, the neck, the wing, the feet, and the back. The giblets are here. Sometimes if you want to, you can clean this out. I would show you how to do this as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the feet pieces. The easiest way, we're going to have to get the little nails off. Press it down. Use your sharp knife. Hold it at an angle. And the nails just pop off. Let's try that again. Hold your knife at an angle on the nail. And the nails pop off. That's an absolutely easy way to get the nails off. Alright, so we're done with that. And then now for the neck, depends how big you'd like a piece. So let's make some small pieces. Starting here, a little bit of pressure and a chop. That's 1, 2. The neck is done. And now for the thigh and drumstick, you hold it this way. You can check if there's any feathers. Sometimes there's like a fine feather at the bottom. You can pick that off. That's why I've kept some paper towels here. You can just wipe that off as you go along. Alright, you're going to have to find the join. Usually, if you look closely, you'll see there's a thin piece of fat that's going across in between the thigh and the drumstick. So that's where you're going to put the knife and press down. And that is going to be cut into 2 pieces. So there you have the thigh and the drumstick. Okay, so some of you might like to have the skin on, but if you don't, you can peel this off easily, like that. And then the skin is off. You can either throw that away, or if you want, you can put it in your curry. So that's your thigh and your drumstick. So let's do another one. This one I've cut through already. Show you how easy it is. Once you're in the join, the knife will just slide through. Okay, so that's there's no hair on here. That's a neat piece. I'm going to take off the skin on this one as well. The skin just comes off easily. You might have to cut here at the bottom. Okay. And there you have it. Sometimes, I know when we were little, we used to cut this up make them into smaller pieces. You can do that. You can just take off some of the flesh here if it's too big and you want a smaller piece. Okay, so that's a thigh and drumstick that's done. Now for the wing, you're going to look at it nicely. There's no hair. Sometimes there's like little fine pieces. I'm going to pull that out. Make sure there's no hair on it. This piece as well, we're going to get into the join. On the join, you're going to hold the knife down, press, and it will. automatically cut through. Gotta have a very sharp knife. Okay, so that's one. Now this here, there's a little thorny part. Let's take that off. That you take off, and then you can take this part as well. A little bit of pressure and it's going to come off easily. There you have it. We'll try another one. Some pressure on the joint. Comes off easily. This part here. And the tip. There you go. And that's your wing that's done now. Now for the back piece. The skin is on as well. Some of you guys might prefer eating the parson's nose. Let me show you how to cut this off whilst keeping the parson's nose. Usually when I do the chicken for myself, for home, I do not keep that part. Okay, so I'm taking off the skin, but you don't have to because I'm doing this. You can cut it. You can leave it on. Alright, so you're going to go underneath the first. There you go. You take that part off. And then the tip of the parson's nose. Alright, so the inside I've cleaned out. You'll get all these little stringy bits. You gotta pull it out. Gotta be a little bit tough with that one because it might be hard to take out. So once it's cleaned, you can rinse it as you're going along. I'm not gonna do that, but as you are cleaning this out, you can rinse it so you don't have a big mess on your board. Okay, so this is the part that you're gonna chop off. It's gonna make a bit of a noise. Okay, so that's tough. Let's go down this way. That's the back piece. If it's too big, you can cut it across like this, or you can go down on the other side. Careful you don't slip in. Just gotta break that open. And there you have it, the parson's nose and the two back pieces. Okay, the last piece, I'm gonna cut out the skin. Now, if you like skin, that's not a problem. You can keep it on, but it just makes it a bit easier to cut this piece. Skin can be fried with the giblets. Makes a nice curry, a nice fries for the afternoon lunch. Let's cut this. I'm going to trim all of this skin off. So this is, they've cut the breast piece and part of the rib in one piece, so that's why it looks a bit complicated, but if you watch closely you'll be able to get this in no time. Alright, so we're going to trim off the soft part. Moving. Okay, so that's and then we're going to do this. Okay, so if you look carefully here, on either side of the rib, there's like a little you put your knife through there, you could see that there's a little bone on either side of the rib. Okay, so now you have the rib part, which you can pull away. If you use a little bit of force, you pull that away. From this piece. So you have the rib part and the back piece, the breast piece. You neaten up the pieces as you go along so you have a neat looking pieces in the curry. Okay, so this you got to take off. Use a little bit of force, take off. And then we're going to cut this. You're going to have to use force. You have a good sharp knife, no problem. You have this done in no time. Let me show you how to do the wishbone. Now the wishbone is here. Use a knife. You go in like that. And this is the wishbone. This part. You just loosen it out a bit. And you have a wishbone. Okay, so this is going to be cut in pieces. It all depends on how big of a piece you would prefer in your curry. If you guys like having small curry pieces, then you cut your pieces smaller. But it's all about the joint. Everything you are basically disjoining a chicken. That part. This one's a bit tough. Okay. Now for the rib part, you'll find all these little fatty pieces, and you might get the lung pieces. You gotta take all that out. And then you end up with my favorite part, the rib. Let's neaten this up. You have a neat rib part. So now I'm going to show you what the giblets from the fresh chicken look like. It normally comes in a packet like this. Okay, so then there's the egg bag. All the eggs. And then we have the liver. And then the food bag. Okay. So the eggs can go in there. This is the egg bag. You just clean out all the sinewy bits. You can break these into little pieces. And oh, we are lucky we have an unformed egg in this little bag. So that's, sometimes you're lucky if you get that. That's good. And then the liver. Now for the giblets. This is the food bag. They call this the food bag in the chicken. I'm going to clean out all the fat. Bit of a messy job, so you normally have to be standing over the sink to do this, right? Because this is gonna cause a bit of a mess. So you open this out like that. And you peel out the inside. You peel out the inside. And you end up with the part that we call giblets. Okay, so that's basically, and you leave that for last because it's quite messy. Alright, so we end up with the food bag that's, well, this is the food bag from the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to hold that over the sink now and rinse everything out and get back to you. So that's your chicken all cut up, ready to go into the pot. And these are your giblets, the liver, the egg bag, and the food bag. Growing up, this was a huge delicacy, and you would know it's Saturday because they would be doing this together with all the skin, and we would end up with a lovely Saturday afternoon meal. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys try it out and let me know whether it works out.